I bought a new optic setup recently. It's a 5x prism scope with a mini red dot stack by Vortex. I've never used an optic setup like this before. I've only ever used a red dot and a magnifier. So it'll be something new, something I'm not used to, but I figured I'd give it a shot at this month's match and see how I do, because it's got a lot of promise. It's a lot of potential in this optic setup. So figured I'd take it out and see how I do. For this month, given that it's July in Tucson and the heat was extraordinary, the match this month had reduced stage times of 90 seconds rather than the typical 180 seconds, as well as having more limited movement, not being as physically demanding, just so no one heat strokes out. Take it a bit easy this month. Stage starts with a mag in pistol but empty chamber and a loaded rifle.
Alright, understand the course of fire?
Yes, sir.
Shooter ready?
Ready.
Stand by.
And there's 2 static steel targets downrange, and you move to 1 prop. I go left first, and you get 3 hits total, 1 hit from each or through 3 different slats in this prop. Get those hits, no problem. These are my first shots on the clock using my stacked red dot. And you can see here I have to actually tilt the rifle a bit because the offset, because of how high up it is from the bore, but
Oh, right.
don't really have much trouble getting the hits. Besides having to lean the gun a bit, getting the hits is no problem with this. It feels a little bit weird resting my head so higher up than I normally do, but not a problem. I did not use the 5X at all. And now we have to spin the spinner with our pistol. And I start off pretty good. I get a lot of momentum going, get some double taps, which I don't normally. Normally I can't get doubles on spinners, so I was doing pretty good. And then I get a malfunction, and another one, and this pissed me off because I've been trying to troubleshoot this gun, trying to find out what was going wrong with it, and for it to jam right then and there just as I'm about to spin it really annoyed me. And at this point, my head's out of the game. I'm not focusing, not taking my time with these shots. I'm just annoyed, and I burn up what's left of my time and don't get it over.
Oh, well.
Pretty annoyed about that, but whatever, it happens.
Trigger. Yep. Okay. This guy was right at 180, just so you know.
I'm in a 6-way tie for last in Armored,
Flag.
and in I believe that's a 30-way tie for last overall on this stage.
Cool.
So, not my best showing.
Bye.
For this stage, we stand in one position the whole time. You get 2 hits on these 2 static steel targets with your rifle. Switch to your pistol, you get 1 hit on this dropper target, where every time you hit it, at least in theory, every time you hit it, it drops down 1 position. We do this a total of 3 times. And then you do it again on the left side. Again, I'm just using my stacked red dot. Still getting a little bit used to the high bore offset, having to rest my chin on the stock rather than my cheek. But besides just kind of getting familiar with it, I have no trouble getting hits, no trouble shooting it accurately. All these misses are just me going too quickly.
Stop. Good? Yep.
And that's really all there is to it. Pretty simple,
Hammer.
short and sweet stage. I am 2nd out of 11 in Armored and 6th out of 46 overall.
55-36.
I'll take it.
Cool.
All right. You know what you're doing?
Our 3rd and final stage was on our long-range bay. These targets were at about 180 yards, so I would finally be able to use my 5X.
Ready? Ready.
All the other 2
Stand by.
stages I've just been using my red dot, so I could actually use my 5X on the clock, see how I do with it.
Hit.
My 0 isn't quite perfect on this. I was hitting high right there, but once I figure out where to hold,
Hit.
getting these hits comes pretty quickly. I'm still getting used to it. Also getting used to this rifle. This isn't the rifle I typically shoot, so I got quite a few misses that I were just me pulling the trigger when the sights weren't on target, and just not taking my time. So,
Yeah, I know.
but eventually I get it more dialed in.
Hit. Hit.
And I'm on a pretty good pace here. Again, 90 seconds to get 3 hits from 6 positions. And I'm doing all right.
Hit. Hit.
And then my rifle malfunctions. I have a stuck case. I have a casing stuck in the chamber. And it's locked in there nicely. I try and smack it out, but to no avail. I finally, my bolt lets go, but the case is still stuck in there, so I just ripped the rim off the case, and now my gun is out. I need a cleaning rod to get that fixed. So I
My poor stock.
make safe and
What's also great is that the exact same thing
get ready for my reshoot.
like the last time we shot this thing.
Yeah.
Like at 180 yards.
Fire?
Sure do.
All right, let's load and make
Now that my rifle's cleared, I reload and attempt the stage again. It does give me a bit of an advantage over the other squad, the other competitors, given that I had a bit of a warm-up on this stage. But hey, I guess that's the luck of the draw.
You understand the course of fire? Shooter ready? Stand by.
And now that I'm more familiar with my scope and my rifle, I end up having a really, really good run this time around. By the way, I need 3 hits from 6 different positions to finish the stage, all in 90 seconds. Yeah, this scope was just about perfect for this range, this kind of engagement. Yeah, not a whole lot to say, just this rifle with this scope just burned the stage down. I ended up getting my first stage win in, I don't remember the last time I won a stage, so I had the best run of anyone at the match today, which I'm real happy with.
I was watching as the recoil happened.
I
At
know.
least 1 or 2 of those dribbled out, I think.
For the whole match, I am 4th out of 11 in armored and 7th out of 46 overall. So I'm happy with that. That's a good showing, especially considering how stage 1 went.
The recoil will bounce the.
Oh,
I am real happy with how this optic setup performed. I'd never used anything like it before, so I was a little bit nervous, wasn't sure how I would do with it, but I did really well with it. Both the red dot and the 5X were superb today. You're definitely going to be seeing this rifle and this optic stack more often. So thanks again for watching, and remember, the Second Amendment is for everybody.